distorted reality and enter another world. Remember, do not underestimate the power of PlayStation.
Beyond.
TRL.
Oh, no. What's up, everybody? Welcome to IGN's podcast, Beyond, the official PlayStation podcast. I am editor Greg Miller, along with editor Ryan Clements and Master-in-Chief Hillary Goldstein.
I've wandered into the wrong room.
No, Hillary, you're in the right
am
room.
I?
You know.
I am old and confused by lights.
As Roper broke the news last week, we're mixing things up, getting all sorts of people in here who are working on PlayStation paraphernalia and products. This week, Hillary Goldstein did a couple of reviews, but we'll get to that in a second. Well, just one, but we'll get to it. Anyways.
But I wrote it 3 different times.
I know. As everyone I'm sure notices, we are incredibly late today.
Sorry, but I should let your readers know who haven't listened to TRL podcast, and they shouldn't because it's awful.
You're a dude.
One, I'm a dude. I don't just have like a manly voice, a chick with a manly voice, which would be hot. One, I'm a dude, but also I do exist in 3 different universes, which is why I had to write the review 3 times. Now, I don't have 3 versions of myself in these different universes. What I found is that 2 of myselves died in those other universes, but I'm trying to live out and fulfill their lives. So I sort of hop between the 3.
Greg is not happy right now.
This is actually not something we discuss in the 3 Red Lights podcast, because in that podcast we discuss things that are funny and cool.
No, that's not true. I listened to Theater Lights.
Oh no.
Then I got a dishwasher and I stopped doing dishes, so I didn't listen to all the podcasts anymore.
Our one reader left us listening.
I know, whatever, right? And look at that. Always be sure to, number 4, avoid too many inside jokes. You're just all over this place.
That's not an inside joke.
That's an everybody joke. That's an inclusive one.
That's insight into my life.
All right. Well, listeners, I'm sure you're noticing this is going up late, and the reason being...
And down in flames.
It's a huge day for Sony Land. Well, let's get right into it.
Roper isn't even here.
With the Roper Report. Time for news! Ladies and gentlemen, my PSP...
I probably should have listened to your podcast before I ever agreed to come on.
Yeah, you should have. My PSP Go says that it is now 5... well, it's got a pretty big thing here, but it's like 5:38 maybe. 5:30. Is that about right?
5:37.
All right, yeah, look at that. It's got this crazy analog sundial clock.
I don't know
how to read that.
A portable gaming device with a clock?
I know.
The future is now.
The Roper Report, since we're so late, is consisting of the one item, which is the biggest news of all time, that the PSP Go is out today, October 1st, 2009. It's also going to be topic of the week, so we'll save it to that. I'm sure some other stuff happened. You should probably read IGN on a daily basis to get all the news. I came back from TGS on Monday. That was some news, huh?
You have fun in Japan?
Yeah, it was a great time.
All right, good.
We saw a lot of stuff.
All right.
We'll talk about that another time.
You can tell this is a rapid-fire podcast.
Yeah, well, we got a lot to do.
I know. And not a lot of time to do it
I still have to review Sudoku on the PSP Go tonight and get my PSP Go hub story up so that all of the PSP Go content we've published today, which was a ton, is up. So make sure you check the site. I'm going to be ignoring my dog tonight to write all this junk, so don't be mean. Portillo is crying somewhere because of me.
Oh, Portillo. Is that how he cries?
Hey, Hill.
Yeah.
If I needed to know what games came out like this week, where would I go? What could I do?
I don't know. What could you do?
You got to read that.
I have to read what, this?
Yeah, the long one.
No, this one.
This one. The official IGN list of upcoming PlayStation software on all 3 platforms by the IGN editors.
Yeah. All right, nothing came to the PS2 this week. PS3 got Tornado Outbreak. You're playing that. How's it treating you so far?
All right.
All right. That
sounds like
ringing endorsement.
A tornado got acne.
But it's not. It's you're a wind warrior. You're trying to save a megaton.
Yeah, you already like this game too much.
PS3 got Ninja Gaiden Sigma as well. No, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. Ninja Gaiden Sigma's been out for a while.
Yeah, I didn't realize that the PlayStation 3 was not capable of producing blood on the screen.
Yeah, you know.
That's not the PS3's fault.
Funny side note here on Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. Yeah, I haven't gotten to the punchline yet. Mike Pereira at one point borrowed my PS3 to play the debug version to make some videos for us. And when he did that, I guess that was the trophies. He was online. The trophies went live that way or whatever. And so the people who do Ninja Gaiden, they don't care, I guess. But this was the first time anybody had ever seen these. So somebody linked me on a non-IGN board saying, I found the trophies. And they listed them. And everybody's like, you're full of poop. You don't know what you're talking about, kid. Blah, 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 blah. And finally the kid wrote back. He's like, I am true. Greg Miller from IGN has these trophies on his account. Go check it out at Game Over Greggy. And I started getting random messages from people, and they were all, how do you have these trophies? Who are you? Blah, blah, blah. And they're like, so you have to message somebody to see their trophies. 100 messages about nothing. Blank sometimes, Hill. I don't have time for that.
That must have been annoying.
PSP gets Undead Knights and Pixel Junk Monsters Deluxe. They also get a whole bunch of crap from the PlayStation Store. Ryan, tell me all about it.
Oh, my God. All right, yeah. So it's going to be a long
Go.
one.
Rapid fire.
Okay, here we go.
Like
so
the micro machine.
Yeah, I know. But
Don't bother going through. Okay, we'll just tell you
what
now.
do you want me to do? I have a lot of content here.
I would say the minis. Just do the minis and the PS1 stuff.
Okay, so minis.
Here, I'll summarize what you're missing then. If you haven't checked out IGN, you jerks, go to psp.ign.com. A whole bunch of games got updated prices for, be a little bit more, hey, I want to download this stuff to my PSP Go. And a whole bunch of companies posted a whole bunch of games that used to be UMDs, but now you can download. Warner Brothers Interactive has 300, and Justice League Heroes up. Huh? Justice League Heroes, everybody?
All right.
I played that one.
I'm ready now. You want me to go through this?
Sony's got a bunch. Rockstar put up Beat Raider, stuff like that.
Right.
Yes. Now, here are the brand new stuff, the minis, and the new PS1 stuff.
Okay. So, PSP minis, you have Alien Havoc, $4.99. Tetris, $9.99. Hero of Sparta, $6.99. Brain Pipe, $4.99. Field Runner, $6.99. Sudoku, $4.99. And Funky Punch, $4.99. I don't know about that Funky Punch business.
Believe it or not,
That's
all
sort
of
of
these
weird.
minis will be reviewed today on IGN.com. Or tonight, as I should say.
Insane.
That
let's see what else. There's also
amazing.
some the Little Big Planet Watchmen costume pack went live today. Just keep that in mind. As well.
What's funny is when you said that, for some reason in my head, I imagined Little Big Planet costumes in the Watchmen game, not the other way around. And I was just thinking, like, why would you have, like, Rorschach dressed as a Sackboy, which could actually make that game great.
Oh, yeah. Also, just
Greg, you seem very unhappy being here.
No, I'm doing good.
No,
we're having a good
speeding.
podcast.
We're speeding through it.
Yeah, exactly. This isn't the normal podcast beyond banter.
Yeah.
See,
also,
my problem is that I'm used to having David Clemming sit there, and he laughs whenever somebody speaks, so you always feel like you're doing a good
Everybody
job.
loves Clemming.
Okay.
But everybody here just seems all serious. They got papers everywhere.
All right.
And
here's some more updates.
We're
Puzzle
serious.
Quest Challenge of the Warlords is now $7.99. Cube is now $4.99. Dead Ed Fred is now $7.99. PQ is now $4.99. And WTF is now $4.99. Prinny is now $9.99. So is Badman. And also TV Show King is now permanently priced at $7.99. Those are all the sales that are going on now. So if you have not checked out those games yet, you should do so right away.
Also,
Yes.
PS1 Classics, Jumping Flash 2, Jammer Lammy,
Oh,
Nuclear
Jammer
Strike,
Lammy.
and GX.
Oh, I gotta get Jammer Lammy.
Deep Cover Gecko, all out now.
Mhm.
Probably all suck because who
Gex
wants to play
3.
PS1 games anymore?
What's
Except
Nuclear
Metal Gear.
Strike? Does anyone know Nuclear Strike from the PS1?
No.
What game is that?
I just remember that I never downloaded.
crazy.
I never re-downloaded Metal Gear. Now that I have
Anyway.
my PSP game,
So-
I'm gonna do that right now.
In other
Oh
words,
my
you're
God.
saving money on a lot of games that are already out, but you're not saving money on some new games, which I'm sure we'll probably talk about in a little bit. But Greg, you can go back to your.
All right. Well, first up,
business.
then, pick of the week.
Pick of the
Ryan,
week.
What would you think out of all these games is pick of the week?
Oh my gods! I'm Jammer Lammy, obviously.
I'm going to tell you right now the pick of the week. The pick of the week is, if you haven't done it yet, you need to go download the Metal Gear Solid demo.
Oh.
I know that we put it up for TGS last week, but some people might have missed it. And I would say
I need
that's
to
probably
re-download that to me,
that's
too.
actually probably better than anything else that came out.
It's excellent. The demo is excellent. I talked
Peace
about
Walker
it.
we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You should definitely go download it off IGN.com again. Go back to psp.ign.com, find it. But if you're looking for a retail, if you really want to spend some money, if you're aching to spend money,
If you need to spend cash,
pick of the week is Pixel Junk Monsters Deluxe. It is by far the best version of this game so far. It's the most comprehensive, has the most to do, has online play, which we did not have before. So go get it. It's for the PSP. No chatting on online, but whatever.
Now,
it runs seamlessly.
Now, how much does it cost to play online on
on the
PlayStation?
PS3?
Yeah.
Free. Can you believe this?
How's that possible?
Free.
How is that actually
They've
possible?
cracked the code and they pass the savings
I
on to
just-
you.
I don't
They figure if they just put all their games that are real retail releases onto the store and charge as much as if you're actually buying them in a store, then they can just give away the online free.
Because my question is, Microsoft also allows you to game online for free
I've heard of
after paying $50.
Oh my god.
So
that's not cool.
Just as a quick update, from what I've played of Undead Nights, that game is actually pretty fun, but we have not played it extensively yet. So
Are you reviewing a Roper?
I think it's Roper.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to playing that one.
Roper's not here, though. Did we ever
Also-
even say that?
also,
I don't even
I
think
think
you
people
mentioned that
picked
he's-
up on it.
I
You
know.
said it right as we said the Roper report.
Yeah, but like we never
Roper's
actually
out.
addressed the fact
He's
that he's
on
out.
a super secret mission. May or may not be related to Sony stuff.
Uh-huh.
We don't even know. That's how secret it is. He just said, I have to
Peace.
go. My country needs me.
and then floated
Yeah,
up
yeah.
off frame.
I have to go now. My home planet needs me.
well, I'm glad you didn't do too many inside jokes.
Everyone
Everybody
knows the
knows that
Poochie
one.
episode from
The
Simpsons.
Simpsons.
Come on.
Was quite amazing.
All right,
Okay.
trophy tips. Ryan,
Just tap.
hit him. What do you got? I've been in Japan. I didn't play any trophy games.
All right. Well, when I started Tornado Outbreak after
like
the
this one.
tutorial, after the tutorial level, I got a silver for doing nothing.
All right.
So there's that.
I will give you my tip. If you play Halo 3 ODST, you cannot earn any trophies because it is only on 360.
That's not a good tip.
No, that is a good tip because if you want to earn trophies, don't play 360 games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've been working on PSP stuff since getting back, but I did download all the Fallout expansions. I just haven't had time to play them, but I'm pretty sure there's trophies in them. Tip.
Awesome tip. This game has trophies.
Also, I'm pretty sure there are massive amounts of bugs in them. So.
Ooh, are they really? But it'll be fun.
Bugs
It's
to
Fallout. It's
squash.
Fallout. Wait a second. Yeah, there's going to be bugs for sure.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if there's Fallout because of the versions or if it's just Fallout because it's Fallout. Or
right.
Bugs. I thought you meant actual bugs as in insects,
Well, there are
like
actual
creatures.
There's going to be red bugs. And
red
scorpions.
roaches.
Red roaches.
Yeah,
or whatever
red
they're called.
scorpions, red roaches. All right, moving on. It's time for Topic of the Week.
Topic of the Week!
There you go, Topic of the Week. See, I get yelled at for yelling.
Jesus
People
Christ.
say I yell too much. Hillary.
And I say Jesus Christ not as a curse, but I mean, I literally, it was so loud that I actually saw Jesus Christ, and my religion has changed. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, but I am no longer a Jew. I am now Christian. Born again.
You saw him. That's all it took.
We're born the first time, I guess, yeah.
You're my boss. I have another boss. He's a Jewish carpenter. There you go. Hillary, why are you here? Explain why you're here.
You guys asked me to be here, and I was dumb enough to say yes.
Oh man!
What?
Well, I think really
That's
the real reason is that something very special arrived on retail today.
Oh yes, I am here because I got myself a PSP Go. Are we already at Topic of the Week time?
Yeah, we're at Topic of the Week
I
time.
don't know how your podcast rolls.
Well, when I yelled Topic of the Week, I figured that would have been a good indication.
Oh well, see, I've always been taught that if somebody screams something at the top of their lungs, you usually just ignore them because they're crazy. So
Gotcha.
I didn't listen. I was playing PSP Go, and I got one this morning. Went there at 10 a.m., got myself a little breakfast, waited for the GameStop to open. That's a little plug for GameStop.
Did you get it or did you get it for IGN?
No, I got it for me.
Nice.
For myself.
Good afternoon.
For my own person.
Hello, Levi Buchanan.
Is it Levi?
This is your life.
Hi, Levi. It's Podcast Beyond.
Hello.
So, we have Levi on the phone, and he's also going to talk about the PSP Go because Levi is all things king of all things portable and cool and stylish and sleek.
If you can hold it in your hand and take it somewhere, Levi is your man.
Does it vibrate?
No.
All right, good.
Yeah, Ryan hasn't held it. Ryan has done nothing with the PSP Go, if I'm correct. I don't even know if he's ever touched it. So, Hillary, you bought one. This is.
Well, let's ask stylish choice. You chose white. I chose black.
Yeah. Well, I'm a racist.
Oh, okay.
Everybody knows that.
That explains it.
Yeah.
Also, Levi got one. Hey, Levi, did you get one this morning or last night?
I got one this morning.
Okay.
Now, did you buy it for work or did you buy it for fun?
I bought it for work.
Okay. Then
Work can be fun.
We'll start with the fun of Hillary Goldstein. What do you think of it?
So the other day, Roper asked us, he handed me the PSP Go and he said, play with this for 2 minutes and then write impressions. And I wrote like 3 sentences and I was like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
Because I only got to play it for a couple of seconds. But I have to say that playing it now, it's a lot more. And I basically played it and then I held a PSP again, original. And I find it a lot more comfortable. I still think that over time, it's definitely going to still cramp your fingers when you're having to any game where you have to hit the bumpers a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's still not positioned very well. And I really wish that they had added another thumbstick where the start and select buttons are. They could easily have had one, and then you could have true first-person controls in games. But I think it's really light. It's stylish. It looks cool. I think it's nice to hold. The one thing I think really, really sucks about it is that everything is now proprietary. And before, you could just any USB plug would work for it.
Yeah.
Now you actually have to, if you lose or you damage that PSP USB plug that comes with it, you're gonna have to buy a new one because it's a specific design plug that goes into the PSP Go, which sucks. Same thing with if you want to hook up directly to your TV, you have to actually buy like an output now that plugs specifically into your PSP.
Well, yeah, I did that before.
Did you?
Yeah, there was no such. I don't think. I mean, I don't plug in many portables, but yeah, you had to have that special headphone jack to a little deal too.
Well, they did screw up with the USB. I mean, it's smart for them because it means they get to sell a lot of people buying those USB plugs, but I think that kind of sucks.
Before we get Levi's impressions, I want to point out that this is the premium system. $250 price tag on it. So premium, in fact, they won't include headphones. Thanks, Sony. Real pals there for all the people just adopting it. Levi Buchanan, you're buying it for work. What do you think of it?
I have actually a very mixed response to it. I agree with a lot of the things that Hillary said. It is cool.
I do like the size. I do like the general feel of it. Some of the buttons are a little, wonky. I wish that they weren't recessed as much. But it is cool. But I just can't get over the feeling that you look at it and you're like, why didn't you release this in the first place? It's not like there's any new technology in this thing.
Right.
Like, why didn't you do this in the first place?
There's Bluetooth in it, Levi. Way to do your homework. I'm going to go unpublish all your reviews.
Unpublish them.
Ryan.
Yes?
You did not get a PSP today.
I didn't get a PSP
What's that
Go.
all about?
It's probably because a PSP Go is just a PSP without a UMD drive. That's really all it is.
And it's smaller.
And it's smaller.
And it's got the slide screen. And it's got the Bluetooth. And it's got the little mini micro thing I can put in it and get more memory.
Well, all I'm saying is that my PSP, which has, I think, a 4 to 8 gigabyte stick in it, I mean, I can have all the same digital content on my old PSP as well as all the UMDs.
But don't you understand that if you don't have the latest piece of technology, you're not cool?
Oh, okay. Well, I better go out and buy one right away.
Minis, Clements.
What?
You can't play minis.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I can play minis on the PSP.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. You can download them to a regular memory stick. There's nothing special about the PSP Go.
Well, aren't they clever about that? They make it sound like you actually have to have a Go in order to get these minis.
Well, what I like about the PSP Go is that all of the UMD games that I bought before are now worthless.
Yeah.
So I always like to have a bunch of stuff in my house that I can't use anymore.
Yep.
I bought it for fun. I am happy with it after playing all today. I've been playing a lot of minis. The reason, again, Hill, Levi, and me have been tackling all the minis, so we'll have them all up today as reviews. And I haven't run into a problem of being uncomfortable with it. That was my big concern because I hadn't played for a long periods of time at once. And Roper, when I got back from TGS, he had the loaner unit Sony had sent us, and he was saying about how he didn't like it anymore because he was having troubles holding it and making it feel comfortable. But one of his complaints was he walked over and he said, it's fine when you hold it like down how you'd normally hold a portable, like perpendicular to you pretty much. Uh-huh. But he was making it sound like when it came up here, it would get top heavy. If you brought it up to your face kind of or up a little bit.
Well, I don't play with the PSP up in my nose.
I never do that, yeah. And I'm like, not to mention you have to hold the PSP, how it is wonky or whatever to begin with. So I've noticed a little bit of crampiness in my right finger, the way I'm holding, but I'm not even using trigger buttons right now.
It's hard for me to judge because I haven't been playing any games that require me to use the thumbstick. And I think that, to me, that's like one, and I haven't played any, like, if I play Burnout or, Wipeout or something like that with it where I have to use the triggers for the gas and the brake, like, that might change my opinion a little bit because I just haven't had to use those. And that was the number one complaint from the PSP from the beginning was just that, like, using those bumpers a lot, like, kills your fingers.
See, Dissidia, one of my favorite, probably my favorite PSP game of all time.
Not available for download right now.
Not available for download right now, which is ridiculous. But you know what? Maybe a good thing because let me just say that the Dissidia uses the R trigger a lot. And when you're using that R trigger, I did not like using R trigger on that. Like to me, it feels like I want my hands to be further apart when I'm playing on a PSP.
See, I'm holding right now. I'm starting at MotorStorm, but I forgot that I have to install it because it's a review code. It's a reviewable code, but it's special reviewable code. Anyways, and I'm holding it like I hold my normal PSP. Mm-hmm. Like I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference. Like I know it's definitely different, but I mean I used to hold it like this, my normal PSP that way. Now it's just like it's stuck in my fingers.
I don't know. I've actually grown to, as long as I don't have to use the analog nub on the original, the 2000 and 3000, and even the fat one, I guess. As long as I just use the D-pad, it's very comfortable for me.
Yeah.
Holding a PSP is very comfortable. I'm worried about that one though. But I haven't really played it much.
It's on to you.
Levi, what minis did you review today and how they stack up? Because we gave you mainly the ones that are direct copies over from iPhone that you've seen before.
Right, the three that I've got so far, Hero of Sparta, Funky Punch, and Field Runners.
Now, earlier today, you were ready to burn your PSP Go. You were mad at me for even talking to you about it, but you said since then that all those games were better than the iPhone and have justified the price.
False.
They are notably more expensive than the iPhone, but you did say there are some differences, correct?
Yes. For instance, let's take Field Runners. Field Runners has 2 new maps and some extra towers in it. However, it's $4 more, for the PSP Go. And you have to decide, is $4 worth a couple extra maps, a few extra towers for a game that's just shy of a year old?
Yeah. Do you think? Did you think it was?
Well, the original game was designed for touch controls, and so here I am playing a tower defense game, and I'm scrolling the little cursor around, panicking, trying to get the exit of the map covered, and I'm fussing around with the cursor, and when I'm remembering the iPhone game, all I'd have to do is just boop, touch it, and drop my tower right there.
It's true. That was one of my concerns when I did a hands-on with that game, was that the cursor makes it much more difficult.
I'm going to say this in the defense of the PSP Go. I like it because I own a PSP Go and I don't own an iPhone.
Oh.
So for me, I think all those games will actually play better on my PSP Go than on the iPhone I don't have.
See,
well, here's the thing. With Hero of Sparta, that was one of the best action games, and it still is one of the best action games of the iPhone. It uses a virtual stick and virtual action buttons and whatnot. It controls better on the PSP Go, without a doubt. I'm not going to make it up. The game plays better on the PSP Go. It's another year-old game with only a couple of minor visual improvements, but to be fair, that analog stick does work better than the virtual stick on the iPhone.
What's the price difference there on Hero Sparta?
$4. So $199 versus no. Is it $4 or is it $5?
I didn't print it off to bring it in.
I think that one might be $5. I think it's $199 versus $699.
Yeah, Hero of Sparta is $6.99, Levi. Correct.
To be fair, Hero of Sparta was $9.99 when it first came out.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Well, there you go then. Passing the savings on to you, PSP owner. But I did Tetris, and I'm doing Sudoku right now. And
Sudoku.
Tetris is fun. It's really good, but it's $10. It's the most expensive PSP Mini to launch today.
I play that for free on my PC.
Exactly right. It doesn't, and it's 25 years old. Like they do cool stuff with it, and they give it bright colors and a nice background, and they do some variant
innovation.
Plays. But it's exactly. It's still Tetris. So I gave it a 7.5, maybe a 6.
Here's the question, Greg. Do you think I could score myself a free download code for Tetris?
It's EA, so probably.
Then I would say it's a 10.
No, Hillary Money Hat. Money Hat Goldstein, everybody. So, summarizing topic of the week because people want to go home. Levi Buchanan, are you looking forward to the PSP Go's future here, or what's your thoughts?
Am I looking forward to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I've had a fairly positive day with it. I got a little frustrated, with getting it online this morning.
You want to tell that story? You didn't know much about PSP integration there for stuff, so I tried to play Pixel Junk Monsters with you, and you ran into some trouble.
Well, it wasn't that ran into it. It's that, I started up, and granted, I did not read the quick start guide. I just started up PSP, and then immediately went and had to go plug it in and, do a system update. So my brand new toy, got to look at it for, just a little over an hour, plugged into a wall
before
I could update it and play Mini. But, I get all the way into the game, and I go all the way to get online, and then it's telling me, you haven't done your PlayStation Network login yet. I'm like, oh, of course. And then that takes another 20, 25 minutes futzing around with that.
I don't know if it was that bad, was it? 25 minutes?
Yeah, dude. The thing's not intuitive. The menus, I don't think the menus are that great. I hate trying to input text in that thing.
Yeah, I hate the cell phone keypad too, yeah. They should
I was struggling to find my, the first time it didn't see my time capsule, the Apple router /
Oh, okay, yeah.
But, as the day went on, I warmed up to it, and I've even downloaded a couple of games for it, like Prinny.
Yeah?
Prinny.
Let me ask you this, Levi. Would you buy the PSP Go dinner?
No, but maybe a nice snack.
Okay,
we can live with that.
Yeah.
Hillary, closing thoughts. How are you liking your Go? What's going on?
I think it's cool. I would say my one negative right now towards it actually is what Levi talked about, which was first thing right out of the box, it's like you need a system update, and it still requires you
to have a full charge.
Even if you're plugged in, still requires a full charge, which really sucks, and makes me worry again. The one good thing is that my problem always with PSP was I would get God of War, be real excited because I only play handhelds usually when I'm traveling. I got a 6-hour flight to New York or whatever like that. I get God of War. I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. This will totally eat up my time while I'm on the plane. As soon as you put it in, it's like, you need system update.
Yeah.
You're screwed on a plane.
Yeah.
And at least with the PSP Go, I clearly will have already downloaded the game before I get on the plane.
Oh, good thinking. Yeah.
So I won't run into that problem because I'll have had to have had the update before I ever even step on the plane. That's one thing that will actually help me out. But it was sucky to get the new toy and immediately have to update
plug it in, watch it.
Sucked,
yeah, I understand. I'll tell you right now, this is hands-on reporting at its finest. I'm playing MotorStorm, and my finger does not hurt yet from holding down the right trigger, banging on the left one for brakes, hitting X.
It is a breaking update.
Breaking news. It'll be an hour and a half old by the time this podcast posts.
Hey,
but,
whatever.
Wait,
you guys don't broadcast this live?
No, sadly.
No, sorry.
I don't do this if it's not live.
Just throw your headphones down.
I'm very excited for the PSP Go feature. I like it enough. I knew what I was getting into. I wanted something I can play, keep playing Patapon on and have it in my pocket at all times. I was very disheartened to find that Rock Band is not going to be, or isn't downloadable now.
We're still trying to find out the reasons why.
Hillary Goldstein's philosophy,
I have a theory.
Hypothesis is pretty good.
Hold on, guys. When you guys bought yours, did you not get a download code for Rock Band?
So if you
Here we go. Now you're going down the rabbit hole with this, Levi. Hold on to your ass.
Yeah, so if you download, so you do get a free download code. If you download that, it gives you the full features of Rock Band Unplugged, but it only gives you 5 songs. But it gives you access to the music store with the idea that you would build your own game basically off of what you buy off the music store, which is actually kind of cool. I wish that was the console game was just like, don't make me pay for songs I don't want. Let me just build my own.
But then be cheap though.
But yeah, well, it's free.
True.
So,
but it's free with 5 songs. I mean,
free with 5 songs. But I mean, so I would say the thing is that it doesn't include all the songs that are in Rock Band Unplugged, and my theory is that because this is it's a digital download, right? And probably all the licensing for Rock Band Unplugged was just for being distributed on a UMD, that to actually put all those songs, they would have to either pay more money or actually redo the contracts. So they couldn't actually offer it as a download yet because there would be a lot of legal issues. And the reason why they can offer the music store is because that's already available on PSN, so it's not something new. That's my guess. I don't know if they would actually make it where you could get Rock Band Unlimited, like the full song list or not, but I would guess no.
Unplugged.
Unplugged. I mean,
Unlimited.
It kind of makes sense because they're calling the one that comes with it Rock Band Lite, but whatever. Yeah, it sucks. Like it doesn't even read your old band. Like I transferred over my band save and it doesn't even see that, and I put a lot of time into that.
Does it read the downloads that you've done? There?
Yeah, it has all my downloads.
Okay,
if I've already downloaded music and it's there, then it's there. But whatever.
And it's possible maybe at some point they'll actually offer like a cheaper version of all the. I'm not gonna hit your glasses.
I'm not looking.
Ryan's all freaked out.
He's just being clemensis.
Maybe they'll offer on the music store like a lower cost version of some of the songs that are available, like in the UMD game. I don't know.
All right. Well, Levi, thanks for all your work today and joining us.
Hey, it's been fun.
All right. I'm sure as more minis pop up, we'll hear from you soon.
Thanks, Levi. Appreciate it.
Bye, guys.
Oh, hey, hold on. Hey, Levi.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, say Beyond.
Beyond.
Thank you. All right. He's out of here, man. What a tool, huh?
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Be nice.
We
love Levi.
I miss Retrocity. That was a good podcast. We need to get that back going again. Just Levi talking about old games. That was fun. Huh? All right. Reader mail.
Reader mail.
Mail call.
Mail call. Mail female.
Mail pen and bonus.
Did I get an email?
Malaria.
This first one is for you.
Oh.
This is from Mike Benko. Mike Benko, everybody. He said, Slayer_4 is also his name.
Oh, that's how I knew
Whatever, Mike Benko, Slayer.
That's how I knew him in elementary school.
Silly. He says, what was high school like for you guys? Like, did you ever get picked on for your love of games and writing, or was it all good? What about you, Hillary?
Yeah.
Was your love of games
Did people ever
Hillary's
pick on people
biggest
for
problem?
liking video games? I thought that would never seem...
Like in the 80s they did, remember?
Really? No, when I was a kid, it was never dorky to like video games.
Even in high school. You're supposed to be on you're supposed to be prom king and be on the football team at that point.
I guess I wouldn't just like walk around. I mean, they didn't have handhelds, so I wouldn't walk around school playing games or to be like, game, Because I didn't really play games much in high school. I was too busy getting laid.
Oh, whoa! Knocking boots with Hillary Goldstein.
No, I actually did not. I know people find this hard to believe, but I never really got picked on in school because I had a sharp wit.
Exactly.
And
that's how you turn it
fear
around.
of kicking the crap out of anybody.
Really? Were you bigger than everybody?
No, not at all. I was a really skinny, small
you were just
kid.
Scrappy.
No, yeah, I would just humiliate people. Is pretty much what I did.
Yeah.
So you humiliate one person, everybody's kind of like, whoop, never mess with this dude again.
Yeah,
He will strip me down and destroy me.
Now, see, I took the very opposite approach in high school. As Hillary and I are very good friends, we're also like polar opposites. We create a sort of morality spectrum, if you will. And so as Hill breaks people down, and ruins emotions and wrecks dreams, I was actually, and this is surprising to a lot of people, I would consider myself to be fairly to moderately popular in high school because I was so nice to everybody, regardless of what clique they belonged to.
I'm sorry. I was very popular in high school. I was voted most unique my senior year.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm in the yearbook, buddy.
Was that your only award?
What I'm saying is,
so.
we
Bush
both,
League. I came away with 3.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
Well,
Thank you.
yeah, but you also came from a hick school.
No, what? No, I didn't. Chicago suburbs, man.
Oh my God, Chicago's such a small town.
We roll.
So what I'm saying is not that we were both popular. I'm saying we both achieved our popularity in different ways. Where you ruled with an iron fist, I was like, the Mother Teresa.
Well, where I come from, the bigger your testicles are, the more popular you are. So I was instantly recognized.
Must have been the inverse for my school. So anyway, what? So what I was saying is that because I was so nice to people from different cliques and different backgrounds and stuff, I just became like the nice guy at
Also,
the school.
the freakiest thing that ever happened in high school was, you have those fights where it's in school, it's like always just two people just sort of standing or walking around each other and nobody does anything. So that was happening.
those
There's
fights.
2 kids and everybody's gathered around. It was lunchtime and everybody's waiting for somebody to do something. They're just talking smack and no one's doing anything. And then the bell rings and people start walking away and all of a sudden one dude just pops out a switchblade and stabs a dude in the cheek. And it's the weirdest thing ever to see somebody get stabbed in the cheek. Like in the whip blade goes in his mouth. It was really bizarre. And I was just like, I remember seeing it just going like, and you had that moment where you're just kind of like, is this real?
Wow. Was that real when you guys started talking at the same time?
So weird.
Anyway, I liked high school. I mean,
I liked high school, too.
I hated high school.
Really? I liked high school
It
because
was torture. I was taught by a bunch of idiots.
I didn't care anything
Bunch
about
of
learning
dumb
stuff in
kids.
class.
God,
So
it was terrible.
I
high
mean,
school was so much fun
I was-
to not be in class.
I was a very awkward kid the first maybe 2 years, and the second 2 years
you're
I felt.
So
hot.
hottest. I have a really hot.
Look at
a really
flex.
hot high school story. So
Here, let's hear it.
I was in photography class. I think I was in my sophomore year. This and my really good friend was probably the hottest girl in our entire high school. She was a really nice girl. Well, first of all, best story ever. I found out in college that her aunt, who looks exactly like her, was in porn movies, and I saw a porn movie with her aunt, which technically means I've seen her having sex, if you know, because they look the same.
They look the same. My God.
But anyway, so in sophomore year, we're like hanging out in photography class. And if you
She's
ever
like,
take
"You know my
photography,
aunt is
like
hot."
when you actually develop the film, like the room is completely pitch black when you're developing the negatives.
I took photography,
completely,
too.
you can't see anything. And one day I was like, it'd be funny. So we just bought spare clothes and changed in the dark room and then just walked out in completely different clothes. And everybody just was like, what happened in there? She was like, that's a great idea. And so we totally got naked together and changed our clothes in the dark.
Wait, you changed into her clothes? Like,
No. We each brought like different clothes.
I thought you made it sound like it was like spur of the moment. Like
No.
You guys were just walking around with an
Then
extra
like
pair
the
of clothes
next
for some
week
reason.
we
Gotcha.
planned it.
Gotcha.
Did you have night vision
really
goggles on?
happened?
Did you
Yes,
have night
that
vision
really
goggles on?
Yes. Well, I can see in the dark because
Oh,
everybody
okay.
knows I have superpowers.
Yeah.
She didn't know that.
No,
Until she took off her clothes and I went, whoa! Which is the sound I always make whenever I see a woman naked.
Did
okay.
anyone notice?
Habit. Yeah, people notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But people were like, whoa, that's crazy. People were like, wait, did you put on a sweatshirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Ryan. Black Mantle. You know him well.
Yeah.
He asks, is there any word yet on when premium avatars will be available? No.
Wouldn't we like to know?
Sony likes to not do what people want or what they promise. So there's your answer, Black Mantle.
Sony likes to do what people
explain
don't
the
want.
premium avatars?
Oh my goodness gracious! I should have totally brought in my phone, and now I have nowhere. And there's no way for me to go get it because there was a great text message between me and Jeff
I'll just go
Rubenstein.
grab it.
All right, it's on my desk.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll be back.
What? Now I gotta move.
Yeah,
Oh my
it'll be
God.
2 seconds. Ryan is fast as
he's fleet of foot,
He's
as we
like
like to say.
he's like a ringtail lemur.
So this is the part in the 3 Red Lights podcast where we would actually pause and then cut and then.
No, I hate pausing though because we always if you got to re-record something, you lose the magic. Anyways, you were asking.
we have low quality at 3 Red
okay.
Lights, so it would actually just be like, so then it would actually stop and start immediately with like, I've got my phone.
Yeah. Nice. You're asking what premium avatars are.
Yeah.
Right now, we have had one set of avatars since the launch of the PlayStation 3. It's quite embarrassing.
This is for use in home, or
No, this is for your PSN name.
Oh,
And I
okay.
guess they probably updated it once or twice since then. But there's like
But where does it appear? Can it appear in games?
next to your name.
Oh,
No,
okay.
well,
That's it?
I guess no.
And you have to pay for this?
No, you don't.
Okay, because premium.
Let me get to it.
tends
As of right
suggest-
now, it's free,
Okay.
and they're supposed to add more free ones, but they're also supposed to add pay ones,
Right,
the premium
premium
ones.
ones.
The problem is that they haven't added them in years now. So, I mean, we've had that was incredibly fast. Are you even out of breath, or is this just your running thing?
I don't even know how are we going to do this?
Okay.
He's going to slide past.
Oh, God. I think I just touched his junk.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right, so, yeah. So, like I'm saying, they promised to put these avatars up, and they have not done it yet.
That was so amazingly fast. I don't think readers understand how far away the podcast room is from our desk. That was lightning speed. Did you run?
Well, I mean,
did you teleport?
I teleported.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay. So
it's my superpower.
So, yeah. No word on premium avatars. We'll probably never hear. They'll probably never do them. We'll be stuck with the 5 Haze ones and the 2 Uncharted, which is the same freaking photo, just a little bit zoomed in forever. Anyways, back to my story about how Sony lies to us all the time, and it drives me crazy. I was talking to last night. It came to light that they were going to update the PlayStation Store with all the PSP Go content to time it for the midnight releases out in New York. You know, Ryan, usually you got to wait till 2 in the afternoon Pacific time on Thursday for content on the PS Store.
Right.
Never 12:01, let alone 9 o'clock California time. So this came through. I started talking to Sony about it, and then I was like, well, we were supposed to have this embargo for some stuff that was going up. I'm like, how does that work now that everyone's available? They eventually I'm talking to Jeff about this that night. He says, but that embargo is not going to happen anymore, blah, blah, blah. I said, saw that. Nice move. Too late, but nice, because obviously I need to know that embargo changes before then. He replies with, sorry, I was unaware. And I say, I don't blame you, sweetie. Jeff says, sniff, really? I say, no, of course I do. Why does your company F everything up? $250? Where are my avatars? No Rockman? No UMD solution? His response, I love you too. Jeff Rubenstein, everybody, PlayStation blog. You should go check it out. Next, are we doing okay on time?
Right now, our podcast is ran for 36 minutes.
Oh, we're doing great.
And a little bit.
Here comes one from Where's Adam? But Adam, ATOM. Also named Adam Torgborg. Roper never reads the real names. I like the real names better than anything.
Torgborg.
Anyways, he says Beyond. With the God of War collection supposedly coming out a little over a month, should we be worried that there are no gameplay videos, no screenshots, and that have been officially released yet? I will most likely be buying this regardless, but I would like to... what do you think, Ryan? You worried?
Not really.
Have you seen God of War before, right?
What?
You've seen God of War before.
Which one?
But have you seen
the
it
first 2?
On a PS3?
Yes.
There you go, then. I think we don't even need videos or screens.
Yeah.
It's gonna run in HD.
I guess I haven't even thought about it.
What people don't understand is that many times publicists, those are PR people, they don't actually realize that people are interested in something.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times they're like, publicists might actually think like, we don't have much marketing money for God of War collection. It's like, no one's gonna care, and they just never put resources towards actually making videos or doing anything with it because they just think, it's whatever,
sell.
it's a throwaway.
They think it's God of War, yeah.
They think it's God of War.
Even,
They don't think of it as like, people would actually be really interested in seeing what this is gonna look like.
Yeah.
Everybody likes God of War. I don't know, I'd assume it's gonna look like God of War 1 and 2.
Are you gonna get it on PS3?
Well, I'm not a trophy whore. I actually keep creating new profiles because I just don't want to be tied to how few trophies I have. So
really?
I always want to have an excuse. I have no trophies pretty much.
Well, I know that, but I mean, you really create new profiles?
I know. I just always keep forgetting what my login is and stuff. I don't know.
Okay.
I just created a new one with my PSP Go too.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna get God of War collection.
But
yeah.
I like God of War 2 a lot. I'm not as big a fan as God of War 1 as a lot of people are. I thought the ending was really bad. Just the whole last level is annoying, and I would love to know if they're actually going to fix that one part in that last level that where you have to climb up this spinning thing with all the spikes that doesn't quite recognize like where you're touching where the spikes are, so it keeps knocking you down a lot of times even if you're not touching them. That part sucks. And also, I hope that they change the end.
That far.
Oh, really?
Yeah, me neither. Me and Ryan aren't the biggest God of War fans.
I hate.
God.
I'm pretty excited for
talking
the collection.
Well, then you should play through it like men.
No.
Did you play through God of War 2?
No.
Oh, God.
You play the first couple levels. You're like, all right, I'm going to do this for how many hours? Nope, thank you, sir.
Yeah,
now, though, I'm going to do it for how many hours and get trophies? Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Trophy whores.
Totally, yeah.
I'm not
It'll get me through anything.
Yeah, I think the problem is, as great as trophies and achievements are, it's like you kind of have to pick your horse. Like, I already have...
Oh, yeah, that's why I don't care
I'm like 400 points away from getting 40,000 achievement points.
Yeah.
And I can only get that because I have to completely ignore trying to get trophies on PS3.
That's
like,
why,
I'll play through Infamous or whatever
360.
like that, but I'm not going to try to go and get trophies and waste my time when I got more Fallout to play.
Yeah,
Right.
well, see, I'm playing on PS3, so there you go. That's what I did. I abandoned my 360. I went the other route.
I know.
The road less traveled, some would call it.
That's why we're no longer friends.
I know. We have grown apart. Here's from one of my PSN friends. I hate reading 369. What do you think is the best downloadable game on the PSN, Ryan? He says it's to everybody. I'm addressing.
Right.
It's a big one. Hillary. How many games there you downloaded there on the PSN? What's your favorite?
I've downloaded like 3.
All right, that's good. Let me guess. Super Rub-a-Dub.
Of course.
Championship Sprint and The Last Guy.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, nailed it right there.
I still have to go with Super Stardust HD. Man.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Living in the past.
Dude, it's such a good game.
Okay. It's good. It's
I
good.
mean, it's not.
There are many excellent answers to this question.
For sure,
I don't think it's as easy as picking one. Yeah. I would put Last Guy in the running. Last Guy's awesome. Even though I think I love it more than most people in the world.
Yeah.
I think Pixel Junk Encore or Pixel Junk Monsters Encore should be in there. Another great one. Calling All Cars when it first came out and people were playing. Now you can't get a
not
game
Pain?
going.
Come on.
No, not Pain. Pain should not be in the running whatsoever. Sorry, Sony.
I hate
Get
that
me
game.
Avatars. Yeah. What else would you put in there? Shatter.
Oh, Shatter's good.
Yeah, Shatter's real good.
Shadow Complex. Oh, no, wait.
Flower. Would you want to nominate Flower?
Oh,
for
my,
that
yeah.
award?
See, the problem is that Super Stardust HD is my default answer, and I always forget like some of the classics that have come out somewhat more recently, and I don't think about Flower as one of my favorite downloadable games for sure. Love that game.
All right.
I love that experience.
Yeah.
Interesting. Ryan, it
Yes?
wouldn't be a podcast beyond if someone didn't ask you about Final Fantasy. And picking up that gauntlet today is DG Knight.
Hey, DG Knight.
501.
501.
He says a question, or he says Beyond.
Beyond.
A question for Mr. Clements.
Hello.
As a Final Fantasy fan, how do you feel about the fact that Square Enix is cutting off certain features in XIII because of the 360? I'm referring specifically to the lack of a Japanese audio track and the removal of the ability to travel back to previous areas.
Yeah, I've actually heard a lot about this, and Hill, you can chime in on this too. Where have all these reports been coming from? Was it ever officially confirmed that that was the reason that Square Enix is cutting this stuff, is because it wouldn't cram onto a 360 disc? Have you heard about this?
Yes, Hillary, tell us something.
Yes.
What?
Hill doesn't know, I guess. Hill doesn't know, or he knows
The
he's
Hill
not
dog
allowed to.
doesn't know?
He's not allowed to say, maybe. Anyway.
No, I mean, I don't know anything more than what the rumors are.
I guess it is.
Don't lie to us.
I guess it is technically possible that because a 360 disc can't hold as much as a Blu-ray, they would have to scale down the PS3 one to meet with what the 360 one can do in terms of storage. But I don't know if that's the case. I know that a lot of the times when I've asked the director of 13 about a dual language track, there have been licensing issues. For some reason, Square Enix just
Language,
does not.
by the way, takes up a huge amount of space.
Crazy. Right?
I'm not being sarcastic. It does.
Oh, okay.
No,
You like voices,
know
right?
that.
All that audio.
Yeah, this is like, okay, have you played Shadow Complex? I know this is a 360 thing, but this is how I know.
I've seen the poster we have up
Yeah,
here.
it's because, that is like almost like a gig, a download. And when I was talking to those guys, they said like a huge chunk of that, like I think 40% of that game is because they have like 10 audio tracks in it for different regions. And there's not a ton of dialogue in that game either. So you can imagine something like Final Fantasy having multiple dialogue tracks. I mean, that takes up a huge amount of space.
Correct.
And I don't know if you've heard, but DVDs don't hold that much.
I know. Yeah, it's true. But what do I think about that? If it's true, then it is disappointing from a PlayStation fan's perspective, because if they could have easily fit it on a Blu-ray and they didn't because of a different platform, I think that's unfair to the PS3 audience. But then at the same time, 360 audience is getting the experience too, which is good for them.
What about from the perspective of a chicken wing fan?
Chicken wing fan will be winning either way, because chicken wings are still the cheapest entertainment out of all the Final Fantasies.
Awesome.
And you know what? I don't know. I don't think the Japanese Square Enix offices realize how badly some of the U.S. fans want the original Japanese language track.
You and Caleb. You guys were just talking about it today.
It's just, yeah.
Well, I don't mean it's just you guys. I'm just saying,
but
you guys want it
him
bad.
and I were talking about it. I mean, there's a lot of people that would really like that.
I will pose this one. So this happened with one of the Naruto games that came out on 360 from Ubisoft, where they had just the English language stuff, but pretty much like a week after the game came out, they had a free download with all the Japanese voices. So it's very possible that they could be nice and offer fan service and just basically say, look, we don't want to fit it on the disc, we don't want to make a different game for PS3 and 360, but we'll just have a download day and date that's free that'll allow you to have it on your hard drive and
That
play
would
with
be
that.
very cool.
It would be very cool.
I don't know if they're going to do that, though.
I think that if enough fans speak up, they will. Fans gotta voice. I would say the way to voice is probably to send Greg a lot of emails about it.
Yeah, totally. You can reach me at rclements@ign.com.
Screw you. I'm going to edit that part out.
Why?
You can reach me at
Oh, people know, dude.
Yeah,
I post my email address all the time on our boards. Nobody gets
What was I going to say, though? I
post your email address all the time on our boards, too.
I write yours, Hillary, in a lot of bathroom stalls.
I've talked to the director. I mean, whenever I get a chance to interview
the director.
I talked to the director.
Bow to me. It's about time.
He climbs in his chair with his big bullhorn.
Yeah, well, I don't
what to do.
I don't know if you listened to the earlier part of this podcast, but I saw Jesus Christ. So who's got
The
one up on the
director.
other?
You got me
he's
beat.
the true
Up to
director,
everybody.
huh?
Anyway.
In your face.
Producer and director, I have had the chance to interview. It's not like I know them personally, but multiple times when I've interviewed them, I've asked them, we really want a dual language track. So I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part to make Square Enix realize it's an important feature. But I don't know. We'll see.
And
Moving
then,
on.
after you tell him that, is he like, sir, I'm just the bathroom attendant?
No.
No, you're the director.
You're at a Subaru station in Arizona.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was out of my mind that night.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah.
When are we doing an editor beatdown?
Probably not soon, man.
Correct. Sorry. Do we have a PSN hit?
Nope.
Hold on. We got a bunch of PSN names here. We'll do
Yeah,
one.
let's hit one of them.
Let's go after the Dark Knight here, or the DG Knight. His PSN name is Enigma, ENIGMA 777. Enigma 3 times. Get him. Say hi. Beyond.
PSN it confirmed.
And yeah, you know how that goes.
That's what I do. Yeah.
No liars this week. Do we have a tournament update? We're we're running a trim show here, except for all the times we got off track and talked nonstop.
Yeah, actually, Beast786 did not send me any tournament winners.
Nice job, Beast.
Yeah. Hey, they probably just didn't have. It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
I just had to play some
I
games.
will rip
Go to medical school.
I will rip that headset off your face.
Man.
Good, do it. It's not on my face, on my head.
Maybe he was busy having sex with their mom again.
Burn. Wait, is that which mom?
Clemence's mom.
Okay,
Sure.
Yeah, burn.
My mom is a saint. Don't talk to her about it.
All right, cool. As always.
That's why she's always down on her knees praying. Oh.
Oh my God,
Horrible.
dude.
Oh,
Jeez.
man. This podcast is disgusting.
If you weren't in charge of everything now, I'd have to check with someone on what we're allowed to say.
You might want to edit that one out, Ryan.
Do I have to get rid of that one?
I think you have to get rid of that one.
All right.
Just put a bleep over it.
Yeah.
Or a PSP Go slide sound. All right, as always, please be sure to rate us on iTunes if you haven't already, so we get max traffic and they let us keep doing these crazy things. You go to Twitter, which is IGNcom, so twitter.com/IGNcom, and follow us there. Ryan, you and I are on Facebook, and we love people friending us, even though I don't ever accept except for giant, massive groups.
Really?
Yeah,
I accept all the time.
We talk about this all the time, but people still don't listen, so thank you for mentioning. Greg Miller will accept anybody who wants to be his friend. The problem is Greg Miller Facebook's on his iPhone and can't put people onto lists. So what happens is Greg Miller eventually has a beer and watches a movie over the weekend and then just adds like 100 people, 300 people at once.
Actually, a little disappointed in you Beyond fans because the friend request is starting to
Maybe
taper
all
off.
the Beyond fans
now
have already...
I may have every Beyond
you have
fan
everybody,
as
every
a
listener
friend.
ever.
But if you guys want to be on my Facebook
if you
friend,
guys still want to be friends, you can friend me. I accept everyone because I am a whore, and I always have funny updates because I don't update anything real.
He'll tries too hard, I think, on that.
Really? You think so?
A little bit. You reach on some of them.
No,
Yeah.
really? You think so?
I do.
Well-
I mean, the majority are funny, yes. I mean, you're definitely above 50. You're what a good show. All right. May I rate us?
yeah, we're almost at 50 minutes. just
Roper's
let
on
you know.
Twitter, but he's not here, so I'm not going to talk about that or Gran Turismo. So there you go. Another episode in the books where we didn't do that. We got a
you
song?
might want to mention that Gran Turismo came out yesterday.
yeah.
The first. Is this
Really?
the first?
It finally,
Yeah.
it
Gran
finally got
Turismo
around
just
to coming
came out,
out?
yeah.
Jeez Louise, yeah.
Also,
We
that
reviewed-
game is apparently broken.
Yeah, good job, Sony. I like how they release it. They let us review stuff so far ahead, we immediately forget that it's even available. Yeah, so like 3 weeks ago. Dang, really?
Yeah, it's out.
All
today.
right, yeah.
You're
well,
welcome. By the
Thank
way.
you. Yeah, I'll make sure we promote that on the PSP page as well. Yeah, it's out. It wasn't good according to Roper, and everybody knows he's the biggest Gran Turismo guy there is.
Oh
So.
God, yeah.
Sam Bishop also agreed with him.
Yeah.
So it's not
well,
just
Sam
Roper
Bishop
being
would
crazy.
agree with Vaseline.
I've actually seen it happen. I've seen him at parties. He's just like, so what do you think? Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think the president's crazy. Yeah, right.
You made that much less dirty than I
man.
thought you were going to make. I've seen him at parties when he's talking to a jar of Vaseline.
I could say so many things. But, yeah, so we have no song, or do we have a song, or what are we doing?
We got nothing.
We got no song, folks.
Yeah, what's up with the Beyond fans not sending us songs anymore? We need more songs. All of a sudden. Jeremy and I, when Jeremy had his farewell podcast,
don't ever talk to Jeremy about Jeremy again. He's dead to us.
All right, well,
he's a traitor. He left IGN.
All I'm saying is that we asked for Japanese songs. We never got anything. Nothing.
Do you have abandonment issues? I was just wondering if it hurt you when Jeremy left and it was like your father leaving you or something.
No, I'm pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then, since I'm requesting someone make
Do we know where Jeremy
someone
went
do
yet?
a Taylor Swift song.
No.
Someone do a Taylor Swift song with Beyond lyrics.
Only play 30 seconds of that.
I know, it's playing us out, so we got to end it. Everybody, thanks for being a fan of Podcast Beyond on IGN.com. Enjoy your PSP Goes.
Thanks, Hill, for coming on.
Thanks, Hill. Thanks, Levi Buchanan. All right. Talk to you guys later.
Onward and upward.
Beyond!
Users lose all sense of reality and enter another world. Remember, do not underestimate the power of PlayStation.